Okay. In this session, I would like to tell you about how to install Bootstrap into your website or any page. Whenever you want to create one responsive website, then you have to install that Bootstrap into that page or in your website. So where we can get that Bootstrap installation of files, simply come to the browser. Just type as getbootstrap.com. This is main path to load the to open the Bootstrap website. So here you can see this is the Bootstrap installation procedures, as well as this is the Bootstrap interface and website. So if you want to create a responsive website, then you have to install the Bootstrap. Come to the documents. There you can see introduction is there. There in that this getting started menu is there. Document had this kind of menu options. Each and every menu had its own independent sub menus on this page also. Okay, so here you can see there is a starter template is there, and moreover remember, if you want to install Bootstrap into your project, there is two kinds of installation process is there for HTML and CSS. First, select the document or else come to the home page. There you can see there you will find one download button is there. If you download this button, then you will get Bootstrap files whatever it had. You can place these files into your root folder and you can link that bootstrap.min.css file into your HTML page. Without having internet, you can access these responsive features whatever Bootstrap had. And second procedure is to download and insert the source code. Starter template is the basic. Starter template had some responsive features with CDN link only. CDN in the sense Content Development Network. So with the help of this CDN, you can access Bootstrap responsive features. Remember, if you use this CDN JS delivered CDN bootstrap.min.css or else CDN JS delivered JavaScript files, then you need to use internet. If you didn't get any internet, you couldn't get any responsive features after using this starter template. So this is mandatory. So depend upon your requirement, you can go and use the CDN link or else you can download those Bootstrap files. What I will do is I would like to go with this starter template whatever Bootstrap starter template had. So first I will copy this one and open my code editor, open new file and first class .html. Now we can see I will paste this one like this. Now we can access this had this kind of CDN installation file and coding is there. Now you can see body is there. After closing body you can see JavaScript related CDN link. After closing of the HTML header closing tag, only you can get min.css. This is purely the installation process into your file. So now I want to check it out how this Bootstrap CDN will work. For that I will check it out one class attribute. For that what I will do is I will take one h2. So here I will define heading. Save this one. I want to see the preview. Just open here and just open to live server. Here you can see it seems to be like this. This is a heading. Remember, this is purely Vardhana font. Okay, it seems to be like this. I want to add some background color to this heading. So here you can see, here in this h2 tag, I will assign some class attributes. In next session, you will learn about what are the class attributes and how we can use the class attributes into our responsive in here in this Bootstrap file, etc. etc. We'll learn in next session. Here what I will do is I will check it out whether Bootstrap is installed or not. If it is installed, is it working fine or not? I would like to check it out. For that, what I will do is class is equal to bg info. Now I will save this one. Here you can see there is a bg is there. Here, remember, without assigning any single line of CSS code, with the assigning this class attribute, I inserted some background color seems to be like this. So what happening is, whatever BG info class attribute had, it had some property. It had some cyan color, width, height. All the attribute property are having in this area link only. And after that there is a slider is there, pop over buttons is there, accordions is there. Those JavaScript functionalities are having under the cdn link min.js only. So this is the process to install our bootstrap cdn into our page. And in next session you will learn class attributes, components, etc, etc in bootstrap. In this session, I would like to tell you about Bootstrap breakpoints. What are breakpoints having here in this Bootstrap? These are all the Bootstrap breakpoints having around 6 types of breakpoints are there. If you want to create any kind of responsive website, you need to use these breakpoints there in this Bootstrap. So let's have a look how we can use that one. So I took one root folder, and here you can see this is my root folder, and I would like to take one file for responsive bootstrap files. So this is I will take breakpoints in bootstrap .html. Here you can see this is HTML file. So we need to import some CD and bootstrap and JavaScript files. So for that what I will do is I will use getbootstrap.com. Here we need to open docs. There is an introduction is there. You can see here there is a starter template is there. We need to use this starter template to execute our output. So what we need to do is I will copy and paste this one. I will remove this hello world because we need to assign some code in between here and this tag only. Save this one. So I want to see the preview how it seems to be. Here you can see it seems to be like this. And moreover here you can see there is breakpoints are there. I will show you that link also. Here in this class I will share you this breakpoints website link also. And here you can see there is a layout is there. There you can see grid is there. There you will find that breakpoints also. I will share you this link here in this class. You can go through that link also. So what does mean by SM and XS? XS in the sense extra small, SM, MD, LG, XL, extra large, because you need to use these class attributes to assign responsive website. So these are called as a grid option, as well as they are also called as a breakpoints. So you can assign responsive features with the help of these grid options or else breakpoints. So see how we can assign those things. So first what I will do is I will take new document. There you can see first I will put some content over here. For that I will take one content like this. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Lazy dog. I will copy and paste couple of times. So what happening is it will come like a paragraph. So this is my first paragraph. As well as what I will do is I will take new paragraph, second paragraph. This is my second paragraph. Here you can see it seems to be like this. So I want to align these two paragraphs by assigning some grid options. For better purpose, better visibility, I would like to assign some colors to these two paragraphs also. So what I will do is for that I will go with class attributes known as BG. I will go with info color info. Save this one. Now you can see here you can see it seems to be like this. And for second paragraph I would like to assign some class attribute like class is equal to bg secondary. I will use this secondary for this second paragraph. So what we need to do is we have to align these two items in a row with two columns only. And right now we are having two paragraphs in two rows, but we need these two paragraphs in a single row with two columns. So how we can do that one? For that we have to do, what we have to do is, I will take one division. I will put these two paragraphs in between division only. So I will assign some breakpoints to this division. I will align these two paragraphs for better visibility. Save this one. Now what I will do is, I would like to assign division class equal to, this is a row, and we need to, what we need to do is, we have to put these two paragraphs in a column. So how we can do that one? So by assigning columns only we can do that one. So what I will do is, division class equal to, I will go with the column. So this is a first column. I will put this paragraph in between this column only. Just copy and paste, and here we can see it seems to be like this. I will align these two paragraph also. This is a first column, and I would like to put the second paragraph like this. Division class is equal to second column. So now we can see, I will put the second paragraph in between this division only. This division is having about a column. So what I will do is, we need to align this one. Now we can see these two paragraphs seems to be like this. Moreover, there is a gap between these two paragraphs also, because we couldn't assign any kind of space to this in between these two paragraphs, but itself aligned like this. Okay, and after that what we need to do is, I will assign some container to get space between those two paragraphs. So it is having 100% width. I will go with the container, so it will assign some space starting of the paragraph and ending of the paragraph. So for that for that purpose also, I will take division class is equal to container, CYNTAINA. So I will close this one, and I will close this one very bottom of this row only, under the closing row only. So division row. So here we can see we have two paragraphs. If I am assigning adjusting the width of this browser, you can see itself this is a normal responsive, because it is normal responsive only. We couldn't assign any kind of breakpoints to get responsive. So this is a small device, this is a medium device, this is a large device. So what I need for large device, I want to increase width of this first paragraph, and in large device I want to decrease this second paragraph, like 670% width I would like to assign, and 30% I want to adjust this second paragraph width. For that what I will do is, here there is a column na? So what I will do is, first I will go with SM, in the sense small screen. This is a mobile view only. So approximately I am saying that this is a mobile view only. And here you can see I will assign a column SM as a 6 column only. Save this one. Now you can see these two paragraphs has been aligned. As well as we have to assign some small class attribute to this second paragraph also. For that I will assign 6 to second paragraph also. Here you can see this is the responsive, and this is medium screen, this is small screen, medium screen, and this is large screen only. Okay, so I want to, this is a responsive because we assigned some breakpoints. As well as what I will do is, I would like to assign some breakpoints to large screen also. For that what I will do is, I would like to assign some columns. For this first paragraph I am assigning column in large screen. I want to assign for 9 column only. So here you can see first paragraph had 9 columns, and even I want to assign some column to the second paragraph also. For that I will take another class attribute, like column LG. I want to assign 3. Save this one. Now you can see this is the first column, this is the second column. Even I will adjust the width of this first paragraph, width of this browser. For medium screen you can see they itself aligned like this, because we couldn't assign any kind of medium breakpoint. As well as here you can see I will assign a small screen, it seems to be like this. So we assigned some breakpoints to these columns. So then while we are adjusting the browser width, itself having some response. This is only the topic having about breakpoints. They are also called as a grid options. Even what are the values having for this SM, what are the values having for this LG. Here you can see SM is having around above 576, and LG having around above 992 pixels. You can see here we are assigning breakpoints. Those breakpoints doesn't have any kind of pixel or percentage, but that the breakpoints are having about columns only. These 6 and 6 and 9 column, 3 column, only columns only, not a pixels or percentage. Even here you can see that columns, each and every breakpoint value are having here in this pixel only. So that this is the default pixel value, and assigned those values to these grid options, means breakpoints, so that these grid options always carries these columns only. This is the process to apply responsive functionality to our paragraphs or for our website. Here you can see the detailed information here in our website. In this session, I would like to tell you about Bootstrap 12 column grid system. So how to create this 12 column grid system means if you want to adjust two paragraphs in side by side, then you have to use grid system, 12 column grid system. So even if you are there in that 12 column grid system, you can also assign container also. Means each and every grid system, in the sense each and every column grid had some kind of pixel width will be there. For example, I will show you that one. So I will take new document. So I will put this file as 12 column grid system dot html. So now you can see this is a 12 column grid system. Now what I will do is, it doesn't require starter template. What I will do is I will open get bootstrap. There I will use only bootstrap starter template. Here you can see starter template is there. Copy this one, we know about this one, and after that I will paste that one here in this our source code. Now we have to write any number, any kind of code in between this above the bundle.men.js only. Here only we have to define that one. What I will do is I will take a paragraph. There in that I will assign some content. Brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. So this is a dummy content. I will copy paste couple of times so that I can make any kind of content over here. So here you can see this is my content. Save this one. As well as I want to take another new paragraph. So copy this one, paste over here. Now we have two paragraphs only. I want to see the preview how it seems to be there in that browser. So open this one, select this one, open in live server. Here you can see, we can see it seems to be like this. So it is having two rows, two paragraphs. But I need only one row with two columns only. For that, what we need to do is we need to assign some bootstrap class attributes, because there is a two paragraphs is there, needs to put these two paragraphs into a row. Then after that we have to divide these two paragraphs into a columns. Then we can see the output. So for that I will take one division to create a row. So division, this is for a row. In between this division only I will put these two paragraphs. Now we can see these two paragraphs seems to be like this. And what I will do is I will take another division to assign column for first paragraph. So I will put this first paragraph in between this division, and I will align I will align this paragraph like this. As well as I will take another division for the second paragraph. Here what I will do is division. Here you can see this is second paragraph. I will use another division to make a column. So here you can see this is the division, seems to be like this. Having divisions seems to be like this. What I will do is I will assign some row for these two paragraphs, class equal to row. After that I will assign some class attribute for this first paragraph. Here you can see class is equal to column. So now this is a first paragraph is having under first column. So I will put that class attribute for this second paragraph also. Class is equal to column. Save this one. Now we can see these two paragraphs seems to be like this, and these two paragraphs are having here in this one row only. Means those two paragraphs having in two columns. So, but here in under this browser you can see there is a horizontal scroll bar is there. It doesn't require to, okay, it doesn't require to, we have to remove this horizontal scroll bar. So for that what we need to do is we have to assign some container for these two paragraphs. For that what I will do is, here you can see div, I will take another division to assign container for this row and columns. I will close that division below the row and the columns. So I will align these things also like this. Now we can see. And here you can see division is there. I will assign class is equal to. I will assign CONTAINER. Now we can see this two paragraph seems to be like this. So there is a single row with the two columns, and these two columns are having two paragraphs. So what we need to do is we have to adjust some values. We have to assign some values. Okay, so now we can see this is first paragraph is having six columns, second paragraph is having six columns. That's why whatever space starting of the first paragraph, ending of the paragraph had is maintained by container, as well as this is six column. I want to adjust the value of these columns. Here you can observe that this bootstrap couldn't render any kind of pixel. It will render only percentage. It will render only percentage. Here you can see. So that the pixel value will come under that percentage. It will have some minimum pixel values to execute that columns. So what I will do is I would like to increase the width of this paragraph. So for that what I will do is for first column I will assign 9 column. Save this one. Now we can see this is the first paragraph, first column having here in this 9 column, in the sense 9 column in the sense it will occupy like this. One fourth of the width will come like this only. And I would like to assign some columns to this second paragraph also. So totally I will assign 3 column for this second paragraph. Totally it is having 12 columns. So whatever paragraph, whatever paragraphs you may take should be having in between only 12 columns. So now we can see this is a 9 column and 3 column. But here there is an example. There is another topic is there, means if you want to increase the width of any kind of paragraph, we can also assign width. But make sure this is not the procedure to insert the width for each and every paragraph or any object. So what I will do is, for that what I will do is, I will take one paragraph. Okay, so there is some content is there now. So what I will do is, I will copy this one and paste over here. Copy paste over here. So now we can see this is the paragraph. It doesn't have any container. Means it couldn't have any kind of space starting of the paragraph and ending of the paragraph. For that, what we need to do is we need to assign. I will take one division. There I will take assign one attribute, container attribute. So what I will do is copy paste over here. Save this one. So here you can see this is the paragraph. What I will do is I will assign a class is equal to container to this paragraph. You can see now it is having 100% width, and even we applied container to this second third paragraph now. So it is having 100% width. I would like to assign some background color for better visibility. So for that what I will do is bg info. Save this one. Now we can see this is our info bg color only. I want to adjust the width of this this paragraph. So what I will do is, for that we have to use width is having 25% only. Save this one. Now we can see it seems to be like this. It is having 25% only, width only. And I would like to assign 50 in the sense 50%. Save this one. Now we can see it seems to be like this. Okay, I would like to assign 75 percentage. Here you can see this is the 75 percentage. And here you can see the width values where it is having here in this width. In the sense it seems to be sizes. You can see width seems to be 25 percentage, not having here having 20 percentage only, not having in pixels. And moreover here you can see 50, 75, 100 and auto is there. And even you can assign some height in percentages only. You can assign that height to this one. So if you want to assign any kind of width or height, so you have to use these sizing values only. Here in this class, I will share you this Bootstrap sizing link also. You can go through that one and do practice. Here you can see this is our third paragraph. Whenever you want to assign two paragraphs in side by side with in a single row with two columns, you can use these columns and rows also. And there is another procedure also be there. With the help of deflex, you can also create this kind of side by side paragraphs also. In next session, I will tell you about that one. You can go through that one. In this session, I would like to tell you Bootstrap styles. What are the styles having in this Bootstrap? So you can see if you want to assign any kind of styles in Bootstrap, what you need to do is you have to assign class attributes only, because we can get multiple kinds of different kinds of class attributes to execute our output. So let's have a look. And even you can see Bootstrap had borders is there, shadows is there, rounded corners is there. So now have a look how it seems to be. And what I will do is I will take new file. So I will name it as btstrap styles styls.html. So this is our file. So what we need to do is we need to assign some CDN link relates to bootstrap.min.css as well as bootstrap.min.js. So what I will do is I will open this get bootstrap. Here you can see here in this introduction we can see there is a starter template is there. Simply I will copy this starter template and paste this one. I will delete this hello world. Here in this space only we have to assign some source code. Whatever we require to assign design we have to use in between this body tag only. So see here what I will do is I will create one paragraph. There I will put some content. So the quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Lazy dog. So I will copy this one and paste like this. I will copy this entire line and paste couple of times. Here we can see there is a paragraph. And let's have a look how it seems to be here in our browser. Just open here in this browser. You can see it seems to be like this. So what I want to do is I will assign some background color for better visibility. So what I will do is disable this one. So I will use this p tag only to assign boot some class attributes. Class is equal to bg primary primary. Save this one. Here you can see this is primary, but I would like to assign some info color to this paragraph. Here you can see this is info color. So, and I want to assign a container to this paragraph also, so that we can get some space between these between these paragraphs. So for that, I will open one division. Here you can see I will put this paragraph in between division only. So this is only the division. Here you can see, as well as what I will do is I will align this paragraph and division. And also here you can see for assigning space, I will use class attribute as a container. Here you can see this is the container. It seems to be like this. So here you can see I took this paragraph and assigned some color to this one. So we need to assign some styles to this paragraph. For that, where we can get those styles here in this bootstrap. So I will show you that link. Here you can see utilities. I want to assign some shadow effect. So here you can see this is the shadow, and here you can see it had four types of shadow class attributes are there. So I want to assign some large shadow, or you can assign a regular shadow also, but I would like go with regular shadow. So just what you need to do is you have to use this shadow, and even I will provide this link to you here in this class. You can go through this one and you can do practice here. by using this link. So what I will do is I will copy and I will use that class attribute like this. Save this one. Here you can see there is a space around this paragraph, and even I want to assign a margin to this paragraph, and at the top side I will assign that margin. So for that, what I will do is I will assign margin top as a 5% save here. You can see there is a margin is there. It seems to be like this because I have assigned that margin top only in top side. Okay, so here you can see what I would like to do is I want to assign some padding to this paragraph because there is no space between that background as well as this text also. So for that, what I will do is I will select this p tag. Here you can see I will assign p is equal to p hyphen 4. Save this one. Now you can see it seems to be like this. And moreover, I want to assign rounded corners to this paragraph also. So for that, what we need to do is we have to select that border. Even we can assign borders to this paragraph also by assigning some class attribute. Here you can see this is the border. So meanwhile, border had four sides, means top, right, bottom, left. We can assign those values by assigning these class attributes also. As well as here you can see we can apply some border colors also. Even these border colors always having default bootstrap colors. Even we can assign some border width also, in the sense we can assign borders. So I would like to assign this kind of border to my paragraph box. So for that I will select this border equal to, here you can see border 5. So in the sense we are applying 5% of thickness to this border. So what I will do is I will use that one. I will assign this class attribute to this paragraph tag only. So here you can see there is a border. But for better visibility, what I will do is I will change some color to this border. For that, what we need to do is we have to select any kind of color from here. So I will go with this danger color because we applied border here in this code. Here you can see there is a border 5, means we applied border to generate border effect, as well as we applied border thickness as border 5. Now we need to apply one color. We need to apply one class attribute to apply colors to that border. So what we will do is I will use this border danger. So here you can see this is our required class attribute. So I will assign that border from here only, but it doesn't require the border danger because we already applied this borderness. So that we can see output, it seems to be like this. Very good. So here I want to assign some rounded corners also. Here you can see there is a rounded corner. There we couldn't find any kind of rounded corner to this paragraph. So what I will do is I would like to assign border radius like this. You can see there is a different kinds of class attributes are there to assign rounded corners. For that, what I would like to use first class attribute to assign rounded corners. So for that I will select this rounded corners. Here I will define that class attribute here in this class attribute. Here you can see I assigned this rounded class attribute for paragraph only. So save this one. You can see the preview. It had some rounded corners. If you need rounded corners in the sense circle, fill, even you can use these class attributes. Even it had some different kinds of rounded corner values also be there. So this is the main concept to assign rounded corners, dark shadow, and border also by using Bootstrap. Hi there, in this session I would like to tell you about Bootstrap class attribute. What are Bootstrap class attribute? When you heard this word and sentence, you feel that really what is this class attribute? Here you can see while we are using HTML tags, so it seems to be like this. There is a open HTML tag is there, as well as a closing HTML tag is there. So now we can say this is a tag in our regular language. And here in this technical languages, this is an element. Remember, each and every element had some value is known as attribute. So whatever defining, either it may be class or it may be whatever it may be, we are assigning to modify that element, it is called as a class attribute. So here in this Bootstrap, we how to install Bootstrap. So with the help of this Bootstrap class attribute, we can easily create any kind of website. If you are using HTML CSS, so you need to write some HTML code. For that HTML code, for example, you have to use this division. This is one kind of tag there in that HTML. So here we will mention some content over here, and I want to assign some CSS to this division. So we can assign some CSS to this division also, but I want to use some class name as class equal to. So this is attribute class so on so name whatever we are defining, either it may be header, body, section, whatever it may be, this is class attribute. And whenever I want to assign some CSS, then I will define the class name as, if I use a header over here, if I use the header over here, so then I will define like this only. We have to write some custom CSS for this header. In Bootstrap, it doesn't require to write custom CSS, because whatever class attributes we are using here, so it had some existed code is there for each and every class attribute. So what we need to know is we have to learn that class attribute. With the help of that class attribute also, we can create very simple and easy website. We can create any kind of website in easy steps. Let's have a look. First I will choose one code editor. I will go with VS Code, and I will take new document. So there I will define a class attributes attributes.html. So what we need to do is we need to use and we need to install some Bootstrap CDN. We can use CDN, or else we can download these Bootstrap files, and we can integrate those downloaded files here in our root folder. So here I will go with the CDN. So what I will do is select this documentation. There you can see introduction part is there, as well as that introduction part has a starter template also. Hit this starter template. You can see some basic starter template integrated with Bootstrap CSS as well as Bootstrap min.js. So we need these two files to import the class attribute properties. So what I will do is copy this one, and I will copy paste those things into my document. So here you can see, there you can see this is the JavaScript file having above closing body tag, as well as this is the CSS file having above the heading tag only. So these two things are very most important to create and to execute Bootstrap class attributes. So what I will do is, in between, remember we need to maintain this code closing above closing body tag only. We have to write entire website above this code only. So what I will do is, here we can see I will go with h2 tag. This is an element, and I will define some heading. So this is my text. I want to see the preview how it seems to be. I will open this one in live server. You know about the live server. We need to install some extension for this VS Code, then you will get that live server. So here this is an element having some content in between this element also. What I want to do is I want to change some this text style. So here in this Bootstrap you can see there is a text style is there, means in layout you can see, sorry, there in that content here you can see typography is there. You can assign display heading is there. So display heading is one of the crispy and Google font related style is there. If you assign this class attribute to your text, then it seems to be like this. Remember, it is having 1 2 3 4 5 6, in the sense this is display text maintaining some 1%, 2%, 3 4 5 percentages only. To assign this kind of effect for your website, what you need to do is you have to use this class attribute. So that what I will do is simply I will assign class attribute like class is equal to display 4 5 1 2 3 4 5, whatever it may be. Save this one. Here you can see it seems to be like this. This is only the heading. So what I want to do is I want to assign some color to this text. So in the sense color is having nothing but bootstrap colors. Bootstrap colors are having around 10 kinds of colors are there. I will tell you about these things there in that color concept, bootstrap color concept. Here you can see, okay, here if you want to assign some BG color, then you have to define this BG and info like that. And remember, Bootstrap doesn't maintain RGB CMYK colors. It had some primary class attributes. Even Bootstrap had some class attribute define some colors. So here you can see if you want to apply BG color, we have to define BG info, BG primary, and BG secondary SECY and ARY. And like that, you need to assign, if you want to assign some color to the text, then you have to assign like this only. So this is the process to assign colors to this one. Let's have a look. I will show you. So here you can see I want to assign some BG color as an info. I will save this one. Now you can see. If you want to assign this kind of output, and if you want to get this kind of output, then you have to write a lot of code here in this CSS. Without writing single line of code, you can execute some output. While you are assigning these class attributes, then you are getting some output. How you are getting this output? Whatever class attribute you are using, these each and every class attribute had some CSS. We imported and we integrated that source code here in our document. So we are executing, while we are using the class attribute, we are executing that output like this. Even I want to assign, there is a lot of class attribute is there, not only colors but also spacing value is there. Spacing values also had some class attribute. What does mean by spacing values? There in that CSS also we discussed about this spacing values known as padding is there, as well as margin also be there. And also here you can see there is deflex also be there. Deflex in the sense there in that CSS we discussed about display flex. Display flex is also having some class attribute to define class attributes to our HTML tags. Spacing values also had some class attributes. And after that, if you want to create even if you want to create a responsive image, it is also having imgflu id. So what I will do is I want to insert one image over here. I want to add some responsive to that image. So what I will do is I imported that image here in this my root folder. You can see this is our root folder. It seems to be like this. This is one kind of image. Seems to be like this. I would like to insert that image over here. So what I will do is here you can see. If you want to insert any kind of image, we needs to use imgsrc. Remember, this bootstrap is having class attributes only. It doesn't have any HTML tags. We have to use that HTML4 or HTML5 tags to execute those bootstrap class attributes. For that, we have to use imgsrc. If you want to import that image, then we need to use imgsrc. Here you can see. I will mention that image name as well as that extension JPG. Here I will close this one, means this is self closed tag only. It doesn't have any open close tags. So save this one. What I will do is this is our image. Next, see the result how it seems to be. Here you can see we imported that image. Moreover, here you can observe this. It doesn't have any responsive feature. It doesn't have any. Here you can see it doesn't have any responsive feature. Means if I decrease the width of this browser, you can see here there is a horizontal scroll bar is there. Means that image doesn't have any responsive functionality. While I am adjusting this width of browser, you can see heading is changing over here. While I am decreasing this width of browser, you can see heading is changing, as well as I am increasing the width of browser, it is increasing. But this image is not affecting, and it doesn't have any responsive. To assign that kind of responsive feature to this image, what we need to do is here also we have to assign some class name, class attribute as class imgfluid. So this is only the class name. I assigned this one and save here. You can see here in this bottom of this browser, you couldn't see any kind of horizontal bar because it had this kind of see, this is only the responsive feature seems to be like this. So while we are assigning some class attribute itself, they are adjusting that object alignment, and we can assign some colors, alignments, etc., etc., to get some responsive feature here in this Bootstrap. This is only very important and very flexible and easy to use, easy to customize any kind of website. We can easily create any kind of website with the help of these class attribute. Here in this class, I will share you what are the useful class attribute having here in this Bootstrap, because it had some image related fluid effect also be there. Here you can see this is the image related responsive class attribute is there. Over here you can see there is lead class attribute is there. We can also use this lead class attribute for our text also, as well as for colors. You can see here there is some colors are there. It had some color concept, seems to be like this. Text is having different kinds of colors, as well as background also had some colors are there. I will share you all these links here in this session, and there in that color concept also I will share you, and complete details about class attribute having here in this Bootstrap. Please go through that links and you will learn many more things. Thank you. Hi there. In this session, I would like to tell you about how to use Flex in Bootstrap. This is one kind of very most important topic here in this Bootstrap. I will tell you about this one. So here you can see I want to align these two objects in a single row with two columns, because I need means I need two paragraphs in a single row with two columns. How we can do that one with the help of Flex in Bootstrap? Let's have a look. So see, what I will do is, here I will take my root folder. Then you can see it seems to be like this. Now I couldn't assign any kind of file. I will take new file as flex flex in Bootstrap, in Bootstrap .html. So we need to assign some Bootstrap class components with the help of CDN link. So what I will do is get Bootstrap. This is our get Bootstrap. Now you can see there in this document, you can see there is a starter template is there. Just copy this one. Here you can see I will paste this one like this. So here I will remove this hello world, because we need to put some custom content over here, so that I removed that one. Save this one. Let's have a look how it seems to be here in our browser. Open this one in live server. We can see this is the preview, because we doesn't applied any kind of content over here. So in browser also we can't see any kind of design over there. So what I will do is I need one paragraph, so that I took paragraph like this. There in this paragraph I will assign some content like this. The quick brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. So this is my regular content. I will use this content to execute some paragraphs. So here you can see this is first line. I will copy paste couple of times, so we can frame some paragraph. So this is first paragraph, as well as what I will do is I will copy this one and paste over here. See this one. So what happening is this is our paragraph, you can see. So for better purpose, better viewing purpose, what I will do is I will assign some CSS to these two paragraphs. So for that I will assign the class names and to this paragraph only. BG, I will go with info for first paragraph, and here you can see it seems to be like this. As well as what I will do is I will assign some class is equal to BG secondary, SECONDARY secondary. You can see I will go with the secondary. Right, fine. So we need to align these two items here in this Bootstrap by using Flex. So here you can see what we need to do is, remember, whenever you want to assign single row two columns, we should use one tag, division tag. In between that tag only we have to put these paragraphs. So what I will do is I will take division. This is main tag for two paragraphs. So this is the parent to these two paragraphs. So here you can see this is the first paragraph and second paragraph, and this is two paragraphs. So what we need to do is there is a flex is there here in this class. I will share you this link also to you so that you can access this source code. Here you can see there is some more properties also be there, in the sense inline flex is there, XL flex is there, MD flex is there. Here you can find some SMLG like that kind of breakpoints. Even here also we can use that breakpoints, as well as here you can see there is some directions also be there. You can use those directions like flex row columns like that. So here I will show you that source code. From here you can see what we have to do is we have to use this course to align these things like this. So what we need to do is, here you can see this is the parent and these are the divisions. Even this division doesn't have any flex related class attribute, but here in this parent I had one deflex. In the sense this is the class attribute needs to use to align those two paragraphs into a single row in with the two columns. So what I will do is I will align these things as class is equal to d flex, flex flex. Save this one. Now you can see these two paragraphs seems to be like this, because this is a parent division, as well as these two paragraphs come under this parent only. Whatever class attribute we assigned deflex, then these two paragraphs align into like this. So you can assign any kind of class attribute to these two paragraphs here in this class attribute. So what I will do is, for getting some space of space to these two paragraphs, I will assign one division. I will assign class name is equal to container. So here you can see this is a container. I will put this deflex b2 paragraphs in between this container only. Copy and paste. Here you can see it seems to be like this. Now we can see it seems to be like this. Even we can assign some padding, we can assign some margins to assign some better functionality to this deflex class attribute. But this is the source code needs to use this kind of structure here in this HTML, as well as this kind of class attribute we have to assign to this parent division. This is the process to apply flex here in this Bootstrap. Hi there, in this session I would like to tell you about spacing values in Bootstrap. How to assign spacing values in Bootstrap. So here you can see we know about this one. Bootstrap always having some class attribute. Even if you want to assign any kind of spacing values in Bootstrap, you needs to use margin for M. You have to use padding for P. So let's have a look how we have to use that one. So here in this code editor, I will take new file. You can see spacing values. This is my file name, and I will assign this one as HTML. So now we can see it doesn't have any kind of starter template. So now we are using only Bootstrap. So that what we need to do is we have to install that Bootstrap starter template. For that I will go with get Bootstrap, because we are discussing only get Bootstrap. Here you can see it had a starter template, introduction is there, as well as starter template is there. You have to use this one. This is a starter template having CD and link also. So copy and paste that one. Here you can see this is our starter template. In between this body tag only we have to do our work. So what I will do is I will assign one paragraph. Here you can see this is our paragraph. I will assign some dummy content. QUICK brown fox jumps over the lazy dog. Here you can see this is our dummy content. What I will do is I will put I will copy paste couple of times. So just we can see this is the preview. For to get result, I will open that browser here in this with the help of live server. You can see this is our paragraph. So for better visibility, I will assign some background color also. For that we have to use background color for like this. Class is equal to, even to assign background colors we had some class attributes bg info. So here you can see we applied that background color to this first paragraph, and I would like to assign some space to this paragraph from beginning of the space paragraph and ending of the paragraph. For that what I will do is here I will apply div class is equal to container. Here you can see this is the container. I will put this entire first paragraph within the container division only. So we can see now it seems to be like this. Even I will align this paragraph like this. Here you can see this is our first paragraph. And even we couldn't assign any kind of spacing values. Now I want to assign some spacing values to this paragraph. So how we can assign this one? So here you can see here in this Bootstrap, you can see utilities there, you can see spacing is there. These are the spacing values having here in this Bootstrap. You can see margin is the one of the spacing value, as well as padding is the one of the spacing value. So what I will do is we will go with padding. Later we can discuss about this margin. First what I will do is I will assign that padding. So here you can see this is our preview. You can observe there you couldn't get any space between this paragraph. So means while we are applying any spacing values, each and every element in the sense either it may be paragraph or it may be table, every HTML element had four sides. In the sense, for example, this paragraph had four sides: top, right, bottom, left. We have to assign values to that top, right, bottom, left to get space within that box only. While you are applying padding, then it will apply some space within that paragraph, within that box only. Let's have a look. I will explain you clearly. So I would like to assign P 5%. Here you can see this paragraph had a space. It had around it had some space around this paragraph. You can see it seems to be like this. So I want to apply top padding. So then we have to assign padding top. You can see we will get some space at top level only. I want to assign on top and bottom. For that we have to use PB, in the sense bottom only. Here you can see there is a bottom padding only. I want to assign top and bottom, so that then we have to use y-axis only. Then you will get top and bottom space. As well as there is I want to assign left side space. So for that what I will do is I will apply PL, in the sense padding left. You can't see the preview, because here in this Bootstrap 5.1.3 couldn't support that kind of PL, padding left. So for that what we need to do is we have to assign PS, in the sense Bootstrap 5.1.3 will support will assign some space at the starting of the paragraph, ending of the paragraph, not left and right. So for that we have to use PS, padding start. Save this one. You can see there is a space at starting of the paragraph only. As well as here also I will assign ending. See here you can see there is a space ending of that paragraph. So I want to assign some space to this paragraph from left and right only. For that I will assign PX. Save this one. Now you can see there is a space for left and right. So this is the padding value, and I will tell you about margin also. For that I need one paragraph. So what I will do is I will copy this entire paragraph, as well as I will take another paragraph. Here you can see this is another paragraph. Save this one. And I want to assign some container to this paragraph also. For that what I will do is div class is equal to container. Here you can see, and control X. Here you can see I will assign that container to this second paragraph also. So if we are assigning, what does mean by margin? Margin in the sense whenever you are requiring to assign some space between these two paragraphs. Okay, so then we have to use margin. So but for better visibility I will assign my BG for this paragraph also. So for that class is equal to BG secondary. So here you can see secondary is there. You can see this is the paragraph having some background color also. So I want to assign margin to first paragraph. Then we will see the result. And even you can remember this margin also had four sides of properties, in the sense top side, right side, bottom side, and left side. So for that what I would like to do is I will use paragraph tag to assign padding margin. So here you can see margin top is equal to, in the sense margin top hyphen 5%. Save. Here you can see there is a margin sorry, I will select first paragraph. I don't want to use this second paragraph. So here I will use margin first paragraph to apply margin. So margin top is hyphen 5 percentage. You can see there is a value seems to be like this. For first paragraph we got some margin value at top side, as well as here you can see I want to apply bottom side also. So apply B. So you can see for first paragraph there is no margin at top level. You can see there is a margin in bottom level only. As well as what I would like to do is I want to assign for left side margin as well as right side margin. First we will see the left side margin. For that margin L, you can see it seems to be like this because Bootstrap couldn't support left side right side. For that purpose we need to use starting and ending only. So here you can see, there you can see I will apply margin start for first paragraph. There is a margin level is there. You can see starting of the paragraph had some margin, as well as I will assign margin ending to right side of the paragraph. So you can see there is a space margin value is there for right side of the paragraph. As well as what I would wants to do is I want to assign left and right values. For that we have to use px save. Here you can see there is a margin from left and right. So I want to four sides at a time. I want to assign margin value for four times to this first paragraph. Then what I will do is I will use margin file, save this one. Now you can see top, right, bottom, left is there. As well as I want to assign spacing value to this paragraph. Then what I will do is I will use padding 5 percentage only. You can see. So now you can see there is a paragraph is there. First paragraph is there. So padding is applying some space within the paragraph only, within that box only. Whatever space if you want to assign within that box is called as a padding. Whatever space you want to assign outside of the box is called as a margin. So margin will give some space between the boxes, and but padding will give some space within that box, whether it is having paragraph or it is having image, whatever it may be. It will assign some space below between that within that box only, within that element only. So these are the spacing values which is given by Bootstrap, and having this LTR is there, right to left, left to right options also be there. I will provide this link to you in this session. You can go through this one. You can study all those things.